Your eyes change when you kill a man, though you swear you're the better man. Will we ever see the light again? After what you and I have done, again can we learn to trust? Struck by fear, we bled disgust. For now, I will jump into the ocean to escape the knife that follows me. For now, I will jump into the ocean to escape the knife that follows me. Drink up, young sinner, take this cup. Swear it's for salvation bottoms up. And will we ever see into the brightest room? Through your actions, will you bring us to? You say the past is not who you are. Swear to me that you won't take me too far. When you awake from this nightmare, will you remember who you killed for? Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Who are you now? Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Who are you now? For now, I will jump into the ocean to escape the knife that follows me. For now, I will jump into the ocean to escape the knife that follows me.
And good morning. It is another Tuesday, and to join me on this adventure, I have. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
Good morning, Noble.
Hey,
How's your morning going so far?
my morning is, well, I kind of woke up at like 3:20 in the morning and I was like, fuck, it's too early. I want to go back to sleep. And then I woke up again at like 4:30 and it's like, it's around the time that Cyrus does his Sisyphus in the morning, so I might as well, just tell him I'm awake and, just accept that I woke up early in the morning.
Yeah, and it's just going to be us two, by the way, today.
Oh my god, damn.
Ninja has to go in work early,
Ooh.
and Wisp has things that she's got to do. So, what do you have in mind?
Well, I know we were talking. I know Wispa's insulting my game taste. Yeah, the
Hey,
last time I was here.
you need to expand. Expand.
Speaking of that, yeah. I was trying to buy Fear on goodoldgames.com.
Uh-huh.
It it kept giving me an error, telling me like that the purchase wouldn't go through. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I even called my credit card company, or
Uh-huh.
not my credit, debit card company, like through customer service. I told him, hey, it's not letting me make a purchase, and he's like, he had like this accent. I mean, well, it probably wasn't an Indian accent, but for the sake of comedy, I'm gonna just do my Indian accent. You need to verify your location. It says here on the
That's not Indian, that's German.
fuck in German, motherfucker. What am I doing the wrong accent? Fuck. I can't do an Indian accent then.
Then don't try.
I'm
It's
not gonna
fun.
try. Okay, but anyway, but yeah, his accent was like God, I'm gonna need to practice that then.
Did you have a bit of issue understanding him? Is that why you bring up the accent?
Mm.
Did you have
Because
a
he had
bit
an
of
accent, right? Because I told you he had an accent, but I don't remember what it was. It was weird though. He's like, I just kind of had, but I was gonna do the Indian accent because it's like, because that's what I was thinking, and I heard his accent. Because I was thinking, oh my god,
so
this is the cliche tech support of guy like the foreigner.
I mean it's
But anyway,
because they're good at what they do.
I'm getting off. I'm getting
So you
very
have
off
to verify your
topic.
location.
Yeah, it's verify my location. Then I had to like, it's like, okay. And I kept asking him, how do I do that? And he's like, try again in an hour. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't answer my question. How do I verify my location or whatever? Fine. And so I realized what he meant, that what he wasn't telling me was, see, goodoldgames.com, the website, was so much more helpful at this. They were saying, check to see if your debit card or your credit card has overseas purchases or international purchases. We're based in Europe, so I'm like, fuck, that's why. Like, just like, that's what was going on because the debit card I was using does not like it when I buy shit overseas. I tried buying something from Japan, another game from Japan, and it had the same hissy fit where it just would not let me go through.
And here I am just buying whatever I want from overseas
How?
because my bank is a local bank. And I just tell them, hey, I'm going to have overseas purchases. And they're like, all right, we'll verify them.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything is produced overseas, so it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm trying to get like Figmas or Gunpla. And I don't want the trash that's here. I want actual Gunpla. But there is a way that you can get around that.
How?
There is a thing called privacy.com. And what it does is it makes a proxy debit/credit card for you using your credit card. And it'll pretty much make it to where you can purchase anything through it. And you can set limits to how much you want to spend on certain cards.
In case somebody actually does use my thing and make purchases that are not authorized.
Mm-hmm. Privacy.com is a very good way of getting around certain things, and also ensure they don't use your actual credit card all the time to because of data leaks and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, actually, I shouldn't talk about my financing on stream. I shouldn't give people my information. That way, then people could probably
Just keep
yeah,
it vague.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna. Well, I don't even want to keep it vague. I want to give people as little information as possible.
That's why I say local bank. Nobody knows exactly where I'm located except for Ninja, Zach, Bears, Matthias. Very few people know.
Zach is still mad at me for Cedar still being mad at me.
Cedar also knows where I live.
Yeah. Okay. And just like, damn, I don't even remember why we started fighting in the first place.
Uh, certain comments were made, but we're not gonna bring that up here.
We're not gonna talk about that. But we've established that Noble is an idiot, and so last night,
Yes.
Ninja and I were doing what I called the Halo 2 Akimbo challenge.
Oh boy.
Yes.
What does that entail?
It basically means beating the game with only dual weapons.
Oh no. No.
We did it
Especially-
on easy. Well,
especially because the Halo 2 battle rifle is the strongest battle rifle. No.
you wouldn't do it just because you can't resist using the battle rifle.
Because it's so strong, yes.
Well, that's the point of the challenge. The point of the challenge is to make you play differently than you normally would. That's why it's fun. That's why it's a challenge, because you are using weapons that you don't normally use.
So the challenge for me then would be Covenant weapons because I don't use Covenant weapons in Halo 2 unless I'm playing the Arbiter.
I used to play like that, where I was like, "Ew, Covenant weapons. I'm Master Chief. Master Chief's using Halo, like, it uses human weapons." But I realized that quickly that mentality was stupid.
Well, the
And
reason being is Covenant weapons in Halo 2 are weaker than they are in Halo 1.
that's true, but the plasma pistol is fine. The needler is okay.
And then you have Halo 4's plasma pistol, and that thing's god awful.
that thing is shit.
Oh, we're going to use the entirety of the battery for one burst shot.
For one overcharge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty much how bad it is.
I don't understand why they made that decision.
Like, one, it's like when you shoot it like uncharged, it consumes like 2 or 3% of the battery per shot. Do you want me to not use this weapon? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me not to pick up Covenant weapons? Because I will not pick up Covenant weapons based on how little ammo I have for them. The Storm Rifle, I think, is even worse. Because it has no ammo, and it's about as useless as the suppressor.
Don't forget the Promethean weapons are garbage in Halo
Oh yeah,
4.
the suppressor is the worst weapon in the game. Speaking of the Promethean weapons, and speaking of garbage weapons, have you played Ruby's Rebalanced Halo 4 or the
I have
prototype?
not.
Oh my god, it's so much fun. The bolt shot is so fucking crazy. Like the charge shot for the bolt shot, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but what it does is basically sends people flying in the air, and it's super hilarious. I mean, it's not super useful, but it is super fun. You just like overcharge it, blam, goodbye, motherfucker.
I just want to have fun in Halo 4. That game is not fun.
Yeah,
I guess
that's why you
get the
download Ruby's Rebalanced Halo 4. That's how you have fun.
I will get the mod eventually.
It
Eventually.
just keep in mind it only works for Requiem and then Promethean, those 2 levels, right? Because it's just a prototype.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a lot of fun. Let's see, what other... Oh, yeah, and then the scatter shot. It's more of like... It's less of a shotgun. Well, it's kind of a mix between a shotgun and a grenade launcher. It's very interesting. Oh, and the Magnum is basically the CE Magnum, where it basically just rips through vehicle armor like crazy. It's awesome. It is crazy ridiculous, and it is a lot of fun using the Magnum.
I need to check this out then.
It is, yeah, it is a lot of fun. You can also check out my stream. I streamed it on my channel.
I'll probably do that later today,
Yeah.
depending on what goes on.
Me
Because-
shamelessly self-promoting my channel.
I mean, Ninja does it all the time,
Yeah.
or at least he was for a while,
Mm.
especially on other people's. That was great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I had fun with the Rubies Rebalanced Halo 4.
well, that's good. I'm looking at it now. It looks interesting, and maybe once they add more, I will get it.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe you're saying once they
Finish it.
once, yeah, well, I think it's made by one guy, so it's just him. I know it's so weird because you use the pronouns
I
they,
think
referring to a group of people when it comes to like video games. It's like there's not one person making a video game, but for mods, it usually is one person.
well, it's either that or it's a small group of people.
Yeah, small group of people. That's true. But yeah, for Ruby's Rebalanced, it's a single guy with a YouTube channel. He's pretty cool. You should look up Ruby Blue. He's a pretty cool guy. He made rebalance mods for every Halo game in the series, even for the ones that didn't need it, like Halo 3 and Halo Combat Evolved. Like
Halo 3 did need a rebalance. Halo 3 needed a rebalance because the dual wielding in that game is underpowered because they're like, oh, Halo 2 is too overpowered. So they
okay, yeah, I think he did fix dual wielding, and he fixed a few other things. Oh, he fixed some of the equipment. That's
yeah, some of the equipment is buggy.
useless. No, he like the way he changed the equipment. He completely changed how the equipment. I need to play Halo 3 Rebalance because that looks like a lot of fun.
But there's issues with the needler. There's issues with the carbine. There's the SMGs are way too underpowered. There's just a lot of issues with Halo 3's weapons, but it's still a fun game to play.
Yeah. I would say that the games that needed the rebalance the most were Halo 2, Halo Reach, and Halo 4, which he did mods for all of those. Like, I say Halo 2 in particular needs a rebalance, like, simply because the difficulty that needs to be fixed. Like,
the only ones I can think of that wouldn't really need a rebalance is 3 Reach and CE.
really? Because I feel like CE, or no, not CE. I feel like Reach has like this issue where I don't know. I have like a few issues with Reach. Particularly with just like the redundancy of weapons, like the what's it called, the plasma repeater. It's like, why does that have to be there? It was like that I feel like needs a more defined role than just a like bigger version of the plasma rifle that shoots faster, but also the plasma repeater is a weird weapon. It's just weird.
Well, the plasma repeater isn't supposed to be used at range. It's supposed to be used really close and fires really fast for that reason. It's to knock the shields off real quick, and then you switch to a sidearm and pop them once and take them down. The plasma rifle has a longer range than the plasma repeater with its spread, because its spread stays more consistent at
Yeah.
range with the plasma pistol than it does with the plasma repeater.
I always just thought the plasma rifle was just better. And even then, it's not very like, again, the plasma rifle also doesn't really have another defined role. Also, the spiker doesn't really have a well defined role. Also, what other? It's just like there's just so many weapons in Halo Reach that I feel like they're just like, what's the purpose of this? Why is this here? And yeah, some of that is just, I don't know. It's just
Well, I
they
mean,
did take out a lot of weapons, but at the same time they did leave in a lot of. And also, there are weapons that are like, I get the purpose of this, but it sucks. Like the focus rifle, like that thing just sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
the focus rifle? Oh, you mean the beam rifle?
No,
It
it's the
isn't a
focus
beam
rifle. The
rifle.
focus rifle, the beam rifle is the regular Covenant sniper rifle. The focus
Yeah,
rifle is
no. I'm saying it's the beam rifle but bad.
yeah, it's the beam rifle mixed in with the Sentinel beam. That's what it's supposed to be, and I get that. I think that's a cool idea. I just think it's shitty. Ironically, well, let me clarify that I haven't played anything from Halo Infinite, but I did watch a video on this. It's pretty cool. Basically, there's this weapon in Halo Infinite called the shock rifle, which is kind of the focus rifle 3.0. Because I say that because the focus rifle 2.0 was technically the Halo 5 binary rifle. And so what the shock rifle is, it's basically a weapon it's a long range weapon that shoots a beam of electricity, and it can shoot two beams of, I think, up to two beams of electricity before having to reload. And if you fire an entirety of one beam on one enemy, it is a kill. It is a kill. Basically, yeah, within one beam. It's a one beam kill, I guess. I don't know how to call it to describe it because it's. Anyway, the cool little gimmick of this weapon, even because it does, even at first it seems very underpowered, is that when you are shooting an enemy with it, any nearby enemies will also get electrocuted. And if you shoot like an object, an item, then that will electrocute that item, and all nearby enemies will also get electrocuted. So, and Ninja was trying to like help me get better at Halo 3, and he was talking about how like memorizing the weapon spawns is very important. And if that's the case, and yeah, that makes the shock rifle a very valuable weapon on competitive play. Because if everybody memorizes all the spawns for the weapons, then that means somebody with a shock rifle can basically deny enemy players from using the power weapons by electrocuting the power weapons, and basically any nearby enemies that try to pick up those power weapons are going to get electrocuted and take damage. And it won't kill them, but it will probably knock out their shields and will expose them to being like noob comboed, I guess, with the shock rifle. That's one of the things I think is interesting about the Halo Infinite sandbox. Is just this, like, we take basically 20 years of Halo weapon history, and we are going to compile every single gun. It's like, okay, like, taking a look at every single gun, just like under a microscope, and deciding whether or not it stays. And if it does, we're going to heavily modify it to fit to actually have it have a defined role. So it's like, yeah, the focus rifle was a cool idea, but let's make it a little bit better. Let's make it more interesting. And that's what some of it I don't think works, like combining the DMR, the carbine, and the light rifle into single weapon, because I do not like the concept of the commando as a fully automatic precision weapon. I think that's just icky and gross, and I think it's stupid.
But why?
A fully automatic headshot capable weapon in Halo.
I mean, I've gotten headshots with the assault rifle before.
But does the headshot with the assault rifle kill you in one shot?
No.
Yeah, that's when I say headshot capable, I mean a weapon that, like the battle rifle, that kills you in one shot with a headshot. Granted that you're not shielded.
Well, I mean, that's the same way with an assault rifle. It'll kill you in one shot if it actually lands a headshot.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's not headshot capable.
Yes, it is. I've done it. It may have been a bug, but I've done it.
That is a bug, because the assault rifle is not meant to be a headshot capable weapon. Which they didn't make it a headshot capable in Halo Infinite, but they gave it a 2 times headshot multiplier, which to me is just weird. So it does double damage on headshot. It's just like, no, that's not supposed to be the assault rifle. The assault rifle is not supposed to be like this. Like it's what I think they should have done with the Halo Infinite assault rifle is what they kind of did with the commando, where we combine multiple weapons into one. In this case, combining the traits of the assault rifle from future games with the assault rifle from Combat Evolved with the SMG. We should make, basically, my envision of the perfect Halo assault rifle is one with decent accuracy at medium range, if you like, a high rate of fire, a high magazine capacity, and kind of low medium-ish damage. Basically, very similar to the Halo Combat Evolved assault rifle, just it doesn't have the problem of your accuracy goes all over the place. Because I believe that the Combat Evolved assault rifle isn't bad. It's just that the problem is it's inaccurate, making it that you can't use it at any range but close, like very close range. And I think that's one of the things that Ruby Blue changed in Ruby's rebalanced Halo Combat Evolved, where he actually gave the assault rifle a little bit more range.
I can see that. There were a few weapons that needed their range increased. Like, what was it? The Mauler. The Mauler is such a shit weapon. Unless you're really close. And by really close, I mean in the other person.
I feel like the shotgun has been like this, like Halo 3 or Halo shotgun has always been this, like, ever since Halo 2. It's like, for me, I have never been able to kill somebody with that one shot unless I'm close enough to see my reflection in their visor. Like like, it's ridiculous, like, how pitiful the range of the shotgun is post Halo CE. like it is very rarely a one-shot kill, and it's super annoying. Mostly I get like 2 or 3 shot kills. And by that time, somebody has already killed me with a battle rifle. The shot and Ninja is here is like, oh yeah, it shouldn't be a one-shot kill. Mostly because I kept killing him with the energy sword over and over again because we were playing very small maps because we were 1v1ing.
Yeah.
Because and also I like using close quarters weapons. I think so I just picked up the energy sword and kept killing him. Oh, and he was getting really annoyed. And the only thing that I think I agree with him is yes, that the energy sword is overpowered, not for the reasons that he thinks it's overpowered. He thinks it's overpowered because it's a one-shot kill. I think it's overpowered simply because it doesn't run out of ammo. You can use the Halo 2 energy sword indefinitely and it will never run out of ammo. I think it was way more balanced in Halo 3 where it does run out of ammo. And it does it because it just runs that because it's an energy sword.
Yeah. Wait, what game doesn't it run out of ammo?
Halo 2.
It's infinite in Halo 2?
In the multiplayer, not in the campaign.
I thought it was. I always thought it had a supply.
No, it doesn't run. It never runs out of ammo in Halo 2 multiplayer. If you're thinking of Halo 2, you're probably thinking of the campaign, which it's so weird. It's like I hate it when like weapons function differently in different game modes. That just drives me crazy. Call of Duty, I think, is the worst offender of this, where it's like magazine capacities and rate of fire have like completely changed from campaign to multiplayer to zombies. Like I get why like certain weapons in zombies have to have different damage values because like if everything had its base damage value, then like because the zombies like their health increases, you would never be able to actually damage them, but at the same time that just makes your starting pistol even worse as the rounds go on. It's like fuck, like just like you're basically just dumping like your entire ammo reserve of the pistol just to kill a single zombie, and it's super annoying. It's just like you can't even use your base melee attack. It's just like your melee attack. If you can't tell, I don't particularly like playing zombies that much. I think the mechanics are stupid, and
Also, the lunge attack in the Halo 2 energy sword. You can pretty much just fly across the map.
yeah, that was probably, you know what, man, that might have been a little bit OP. That probably did need to get a little bit of a nerf, which it did in Halo 3. Speaking of the sword and its crazy lunge attack, I had to ban. Ninja asked me during the Akimbo challenge, "Can I use the sword just not to kill an enemy?" And I was like, as if you're just swinging it around, I guess that's fine. Like, it's pointless. But then he said, "Yeah, I want to do sword skips," and I'm like, "No." Mostly because 1, I don't know how to do sword skips. 2, I feel like that's not in the spirit of the Akimbo challenge. Like, you are trying to play the game in a way that is different that you would normally would, and that is, i.e., with only dual wielding weapons. So
Learn to sword skip. It saves a lot of time.
but I want to play the game normally. I don't want to save time. I want to enjoy the game.
Well,
I will still learn how to
let me
do
say
sword
this.
skipping.
Let me say this. Sword skips help you get to secret areas that have different weapons.
Yeah, I will still learn how to do it because yes, like in speedrunning, if it means beating Ninja in a speedrun, then I will learn it. However, I'd also like to clarify that But it does, like, just because it saves times, like, would rather prefer to play the game normally and not skip parts of the game.
Eventually, you'll have to do the 3-hour challenge. Where you have to beat the game within 3 hours.
Halo 2? What difficulty?
Legendary.
Fuck you! Oh, hey, speaking of beating the game in 3 hours, actually, maybe if I do the 3-hour challenge, maybe I can count that as my run to beat you and Cedar, who are taking a million fucking years to beat Halo CE.
Well, we're having issues on our side, and we don't know what the issues are. We've tried everything. I think it has to do with this latest update. It's just bugged
Hopefully
because
that gets
I
passed.
can join people, but she can't.
That sounds like a her issue.
No, it's a game issue
How do you know it's a game issue?
because other people are having this issue
Mhm.
where it's only Halo CE that isn't letting people play with one another, but every other game lets you. Because me and Cedar are able to play other games with one another. It's just Halo CE campaign that does not let us play together.
Mhm.
So it is a game issue. Also, you are right. In Halo 2, the battery for multiplayer is infinite. I never noticed that. Mainly because whenever I was playing it originally, I was bad at the game. And I was always like, oh, the energy sword is a power weapon. Let me go grab that and die instantly. And now I know, all right, let me be technical about this.
God, when I was bad at the game, I used to die to grab the shotgun because ever since Halo CE, I've been in love with video game shotguns. Like, I was just like, and I can't help it. I just love like, yes, like now it's like normally it's like I used to be a guy who like was into assault rifles, kind of, which was kind of basic and boring. It's like, yeah, I want an assault rifle. I want but it's like, oh, shotguns are way cooler. And I hate if that's another thing. Like Call of Duty, I think, has just like kind of ruined shooter games. I guess it's a kind of a hot take for, but I think the problem. So Call of Duty, I think, could be good. I think I think the problem with Call of Duty is the time to kill is way too fast. Now I know I think they tried to fix this in Black Ops 4, but then they made it the opposite problem where they made it too slow.
Well, time to kill in a realistic shooter should be pretty much instant, especially if you're just sending bullets into somebody.
But here's the thing, like I think Battlefield has the perfect time to kill for a military shooter.
Uh, why is that?
I think because it's fast enough so that weapons like shotgun, like slow firing weapons and shotguns and sniper rifles will usually one shot you, like, or if it doesn't one shot you, it'll two shot you, and it like never takes more than like 2 shots to kill somebody with a sniper rifle or a shotgun. Whereas like I think where a typical assault rifle will take I think 5 or 6 shots or 4 or 5 shots depending on how much damage it does. Or in the highest damaging assault rifles will do 3 or 4 shot damage. And I think that's more it gives you like it means that automatics are still good, but they're not gonna be outclassing shotguns and sniper rifles, which I feel like automatics do constantly in Call of Duty, where the time to kill of a low damaging assault rifle in Call of Duty is 3 to 4 shots, and a high damaging assault rifle or a typical SMG will kill you in 2 or 3 shots. whereas it's just you are insta melting people at any range. Especially since, like, in the new Call of Duties, that they don't have any maps where sniper rifles are viable. This just means you're just going to be insta melting everybody, and you can't, like, the shotguns, like, usually aren't, like, again, they're not reliable enough to get a one-shot kill. It's like, oh fuck, it's like it didn't do enough damage. I need to fire my pump action shotgun again, kill somebody. At that point, it's just like you're dead.
See, I don't normally play the standard team deathmatch for Call of Duty. I always play hardcore because I like the short time to kill. And plus I can just go into I can go into the game with a semi-automatic SCAR instead of a fully automatic and pop people off with one shot to the head.
Which game are you talking about?
Modern Warfare.
Oh, Modern Warfare. That's right. There's a select fire in Modern Warfare.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Modern Warfare has, I think, the opposite. I was talking about how the maps are usually too tiny in the new Call of Duties. Modern Warfare has, like, this problem of just playing bad map design. It's just there's this one map where it's like it feels like it's the token sniper rifle map, where it's just like it's a map where, like, there's a bridge in the middle, and other than that, there's not much cover, like, other than maybe one or two buildings, and you just get picked off by sniper rifles. It is bullshit. I fucking hate maps like that. It's like there should be big maps, but they should have cover so that sniper rifles do not dominate the entire game. I'm looking at you, Wasteland, from Modern Warfare 2. Fuck you. Go to hell, Wasteland. Nobody likes you. I mean, and obviously I think that, like, it's just like, I don't know, Call of Duty, I think that's what made Call of Duty particularly good. Like, I think, like, I don't know, Call of Duty by itself has very basic shooting mechanics. I think what makes it good are essentially the things around the gameplay that make it good. So the create a class, the weapon design, like, the create a class, the maps themselves, like, stuff like that makes the gameplay of Call of Duty fun. Yeah, I guess it's in a little way that's kind of like Halo, how it's not the mechanics that make it fun, it's the sandbox around the mechanics that make it fun. Wisp is telling me, oh, your games are shit. Like, oh, it's so simple mechanics. You can't strafe jump. This sucks. It's like, no, you're missing the point. You're missing the point of the game and the intended experience of the game. And admittedly, I kind of play games like Duke Nukem, Quake, and Doom as Halo supplements, where it's like, or even Half-Life. Like, yeah, I play them more as Halo supplements as their own game. It's like, I feel like that's maybe just how I play shooter games, where I'm gonna treat this as like, this is my sandbox, and I am going to utilize that sandbox in the way I would utilize the Halo sandbox, and maybe I don't really try and treat it like the game that it's supposed to be sometimes.
I treat games different from game to game, and I prefer to strafe jump because it allows me to maneuver the map better.
Mm.
It's like Gandhi jumping in Halo, where you crouch while in midair.
Oh, crouch jumping? Or
that's not crouch jumping. Crouch
Wait.
jumping is from the ground. Gandhi hopping.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad.
It's an old term. I'm
Yeah.
showing my age with but Gandhi hopping was an easy way of protecting your body and your head in the original Halo games. Whenever they
Okay, I
first came out.
remember. I even know what you're talking about now. Where you jump and you're crouching and jumping, but it's like not a crouch jump where it's just so you can make yourself a smaller target. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Mm-hmm. You make yourself a smaller target and able to pick off people.
All right, yeah, no, I get what you're saying now. Because I was thinking like crouch jumping. It's like, okay, yeah, that's how you jump higher. It's like, nope, okay, you're talking about something else. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I used to think that's what crouch jumping was. It's like, oh, that's the thing that you make that you do to make yourself smaller. I didn't understand. Oh, crouch jumping is something completely different. It's like, I guess I get Gandhi hopping and crouch jumping mixed up all the time. It's just one of those
I mean,
things.
it's one of those things that if you are unfamiliar with the game or if you don't know the old terms for the games, can be a bit confusing. Or if you're just getting introduced to it.
Yeah.
And with me, I've been playing Halo since launch of CE. So I have the old terms stuck in my head. I'm still rattling my brain about the new freaking terms that they got. Plus, I've to make room for the MCC collection on my computer, I've deleted Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone. I hate Warzone so much.
Yeah, I feel like you're not missing out on much. I you know what? I just Black Ops Cold War is where I decided, you know what? I don't care about Call of Duty anymore. Like just playing at first I was having a lot of fun with the multiplayer. It's just like, oh my god, it's Black Ops, but it has the gunsmith from Modern Warfare. The problem with the gunsmith from Black Ops Cold War is you cannot do anything interesting with it. Remember how in Black Ops Cold War, or not Black Ops Cold, how in Modern Warfare you could make you can change like so much. You could basically change everything about your gun. You want to make a gun that's an SBR that has like high recoil, but is very lightweight and is basically a submachine gun. You can make that. You could even turn your M4 into a submachine gun by making it shoot 9mm bullets. You want to turn your AK-47 into an AK-74U Krinkov? You can do that. You want to make your AUG SMG into an assault rifle or an LMG? You can do that. You have so many. You want to turn your M4 into a designated marksman rifle. You can even do that. Like you have so many options to customize your guns and to build your gun the way you want it to do, to like what you want it to do. But in Black Ops Cold War, you're so restricted, and like all of the attachments feel like they're just variations of the same attachment. It's like, oh, this barrel attachment gives you higher muzzle velocity. I didn't even realize that the weapons weren't hit scan. Because that's just how that's how fast the bullets move. It's just like, wait, the bullets aren't hit scan? What does muzzle velocity do? It's just like, and it's just like, and then and then with like the or it's like, yeah, this barrel gives you higher muzzle velocity, or this barrel gives you a longer more damage at range. It's like, okay, so like obviously I'm gonna pick the attachment that reduces my damage drop off. Because like that means I can instant melt people from even longer ranges with my instant melt assault rifles that are basically better than sniper rifles and SMGs. I will say this: the sniper rifles in Black Ops Cold War were kind of fun to use, but at the same time, like I don't know, the sniper rifles were fun to use in Black Ops Cold War. That might have been the one saving grace. But other than that, it's just like, I don't care. It's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. It's not the same.
No. And then you have. So I'm seeing a trend now of campaignless games, specifically shooters, and they're more multiplayer faceted than anything else, or battle royale faceted. And I'm one for a good story that makes sense for the multiplayer, or if the multiplayer is just added on as a way to play with your friends, that's fine too.
That's
But
another thing about Call of Duty that I feel like is missing. It's just like I don't care about the conflicts in the games anymore. Because you remember how in the multiplayer, it's like in Modern Warfare 2, you would like hear like Ghost's voice for the Task Force 141 announcer. It's like mission accomplished, good work. It's like, you know what I mean? Or like in COD 4, how Gaz was the SAS announcer.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like that made it feel like you're part. Or I like how a fucking Ice Cube of all people, aka Bowman, was the announcer for the McAfee SOG in Black Ops. It's like it made you feel like this. You're actually like taking part in the universe of like Call of Duty. You're actually fighting these battles in the universe of Call of Duty. I don't
and then
feel
you
like
have
that
Vanguard
anymore
coming up.
I don't feel like that in modern Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah, and with Vanguard, it's pretty much a combination of Modern Warfare and Cold War.
Which to me, I was just like, I just kind of cringe at the idea of just the gunsmith is a cool concept.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no,
I
no.
know. Yeah. What do you mean? No. I'm
The
going to
gunsmith
say.
is where cursed guns get made. I'm sorry, a drum-fed M1 Garand. Are you kidding me?
Congratulations, you came to the same conclusion that I did. It is stupid in World War II. I agree. It's like, yeah, you got a few curse guns in Modern Warfare. This is like everything's
What
a
do you
curse gun
mean?
in.
What do you mean? I totally don't have a scar in 50 AE. Or 50 Beowulf. Whatever it is they'd call it in fucking Modern Warfare.
I don't remember. Wait, there was a 50 Beowulf
No,
attack.
there's not. There's not.
I
But
don't. Yeah, I was gonna say
God.
that for the M4, there was the 458 SOCOM.
Ugh. Don't make me gag. 458 is such a shit round.
Well, it basically hits as if it were a 50 Beowulf. So if it makes you feel better, because
Unfortunately. But the curse guns in Modern Warfare aren't as bad. Like I get it. I get having a stock on your pistol. I get it. Doesn't need to be there, but I get it. Why do you need a stock on a pistol?
what I think the most cringe
On
curse
a
gun that came
revolver of all
from
things.
Vanguard was the Sturmgewehr or the STG-44. It was just like you can't like you take the stock off the STG-44. You do realize it's like they got this right in Modern Warfare and in Black Ops Cold War, where if you take off the stock, there's still the buffer tube, but they don't understand. Oh, that says the same. The recoil spring is in the stock is like just like on the M4 and the M16. So if you take the stock off the STG, you're still gonna have the buffer tube with the recoil spring. It's just idiotic and stupid. Also, I don't care what you say. MP40 and 9mm Makarov and Thompson and 5.7 by 28 is cursed. You can't change my mind.
I'll think of a way to do that.
God damn it! It's like you make a make a suggestion of Brandon Herrera to make it as Thompson in 5.8 by or 5.7 by 28.
I will.
God, that's just like I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. It's just Thompson in 5.7. Do you have a cat?
I have 3 now. One
Oh,
of them is
no.
not mine.
He's a gender bent cat lady.
No. I love cats and I love animals. My favorite. If I could own one, I'd own a shark because
Okay.
sharks are my favorite animals. But my roommate brought in a new cat, and then my brother and I have our cats. They're about a year old now, and they're super needy, and they meow for no reason.
I like dogs.
I like dogs too. I used
Yeah.
to have a few. And my parents currently have a Dane and a Terrier Beagle mix.
Aw, cute. Yeah,
And
what's I gonna say?
the Dane is so needy. He is a big baby.
But if sharks are your favorite animal, then how come your favorite VTubers are a duck and an owl?
Personality.
She
Don't get me wrong, Gura is great. But she's not say so.
is not safe. What are you saying? Subaru is say so?
Yes. She is wholesome. Like Mume.
Yeah. Did you see the clips I sent you?
Yes. You act like I haven't. You act like I don't watch these things live. Like the clips that you sent me, I'm like, yep, I saw that live stream.
Oh, one of them was a little animation. It's kind of funny. She's like, it's like the "Do you remember that song?" But it's just like it's just I remember. That was so funny. I just laughed out loud. I still laugh when I see it. It's so funny and cute.
My favorite one with Mume is whenever her and Gura are playing Minecraft, and Gura does Gura things where she trolls Mume. Then Mume just responds to her, "I will remember this. You have given me purpose."
I will remember this. I forget or I forgot.
I hate that fucking meme. I hate that I forgot meme so much. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Just say I forgot like a normal human being.
Then again, the part of memes is just we're going to butcher the English language. Like they put the Master Chief in the shooter. Like like it doesn't make any sense, but it's just this is how memes work. They put the Master Chief in the shooter.
Yeah, that one's funny because it's true. It's just
They put the Master Chief in the soda.
I remember whenever all the gamer fuel stuff was going around, and this was a peak of World of Warcraft, Halo, and there was one more big game.
Call of Duty.
No, it wasn't Call of Duty. Call of Duty was good, but there was another big game around.
Okay. What year was this?
2006.
2006. Okay, yeah, this is pre-COD 4. So, Counter-Strike maybe?
Because Halo 3 had just been announced and they were doing the Game of Fuel. With Doritos and Mountain Dew. Dude, I am old enough to remember whenever Mountain Dew started releasing new flavors. I remember Livewire whenever it first released. I remember the Vault energy drinks, which weren't energy drinks.
It's so weird. Like, you are only like, we're what, 7 years apart?
Just about.
Yeah, it's like, seems like a lot of this I just don't remember.
Well,
even though I was a lot, I mean, to be fair, like, for gaming stuff, I
there
didn't
was
get
another
into
energy drink
gaming
too.
until much later in life.
What was the name of the energy drink? Was it a DA? Hold on. There is an energy drink that I am forgetting, and what was the name of it?
I wouldn't know. Is it G Fuel? Because that's a real thing.
No. There was Vault, and then there was another one. It was the Mountain Dew version. Because Vault was from the Coca-Cola company. Also Surge. Surge has finally made a recurrence, and I am happy about that.
All right, let's see. I looked at Vault. Let's see. People also search for Surge, Urge, Frutopia, Tab Energy, yeah, Mellow Yellow, Jolt Cola, Sundrop.
No, not Sundrop.
What is it?
It's not Sundrop, and it's not Surge. It was one from the Pepsi company.
Okay.
Because Vault was Coca-Cola's answer to Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is owned by the Pepsi company.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, they are.
Mountain Dew is owned by Pepsi.
That's what I was saying.
But I'm saying that Vault was Coca-Cola's answer to Mountain Dew.
Okay. So what are you trying to? What drink are you trying to?
There was
remember?
another drink. Oh God, what was it? There was another drink around the same time that Vault came out, and I cannot remember it. Where are you? Discontinued products. That might help me. Nope. Ugh, the Beverly. I cannot find it. There was another drink though, and I really wish Vault was still around because they had Vault Zero, Grape Vault, Peach Vault, and Vault Red Blitz. And and they were all really good. And I think they stopped because it technically was an energy drink and kids were buying it because it was marketed as drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. And parents got concerned about the energy drink part, but not about the soda part.
That, I think, says a lot about our modern society, that just like, yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's like drinking Mountain Dew, it's like drinking Red Bull. It's like, yeah, you do realize that, like, soda is like not good for you either. Like, parents are stupid these days. They don't know how to parent their own children.
And there are some people that don't deserve to be parents. They just treat their children as pets, and their children can do no wrong, or they don't give them enough attention.
Either that, or they like don't have, like, they blame other people when they can't do their job. Like, it's like, oh my god, my child is playing M-rated games. It's like, yeah, whose fault is that, idiot? Yours. You know why? Because you can't, like, legally buy an M-rated game if you're under 17. You have to have, like, you would have to have your parents buy it for you. And if you don't want them playing Call of Duty, guess what? You can take Call of Duty away from them. But people are stupid these days, and they don't realize that. And it's like, oh, but it's the video games that are bad.
No. Like, my parents understood that video games were just there for entertainment, and they didn't really correlate to anything. Because
Yeah.
causation does not mean correlation. Or commonality and causality are not the same.
Yeah. You're right, and that's the thing. Like, people don't even understand that.
Plus, my dad was a gamer, and he got me into gaming. He
Yeah.
got me into tabletop.
I had to get into this stuff from other people because my parents are boring normies. Do you know how painful that is to have parents who are normies?
I mean, I don't really call them normies. I just call them people. There are people that don't understand things, and there's people that understand but just don't want to get involved in it. Like,
Eh.
my parents, my mom understands, but she doesn't really talk about it and doesn't want to get into things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she's also a very what's the word I'm looking for? She would rather be out doing something than be inside playing video games. Like, she and the rest of my family are avid bowlers, avid hunters, and fishing, just being out on the lake. We're a very outdoors oriented family.
That's fine. I don't see why. I mean, for me, I don't see why I can't do both.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of people in my family are gamers and outdoor oriented. It's just we make time for both.
That's fair. For me, though, what's preventing me from hunting is that I don't own a gun that's not provided to me by the UNSC.
Go out and get one.
All right.
Though, good luck getting a pistol until you turn 21. Which
That's
makes
why
no
I'm
sense.
actually waiting until I turn 21. I'm going to buy a Beretta 92 as my first gun.
I mean, you could, or and hear me out. You could buy a rifle right now.
No. I want to. I want to take take advantage of my state's open carry laws, and I have a holster for a Beretta M9, which is basically a Beretta 92, just the military designation.
I have a. Let's see. I have a holster for a Walther, yet I don't own a Walther. Yet.
That's I understand why you wouldn't own a Walther. Those are
They're
not.
good firearms. They are good firearms. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say they're not common anymore. Like that's a rare gun. Like no, like the Walther is a good weapon. James Bond carries a Walther, like, and for good reasons. Like, no, yeah, it's a very good weapon. I mean, Walther is a German firearms company, so obviously they're gonna make good guns. Speaking of good guns by Walther, whatever happened to the WA 2000? Why didn't that take off? But yeah, the WA 2000 is just one of those guns that it's like you see it in video games all the time, yet it really wasn't all that common in real life to the point where there's only like, what, 170 of them? Or 176, something like that.
Yeah.
Just like very rare weapon that probably wasn't much out of prototype stage, never went into mass production. But you see it everywhere in video games. You see it in Call of Duty, you see it in Battlefield, you see it in all these shooter games. Never was an actual military rifle. I think it's funny. The same thing was like the jackhammer. Like only 2 jackhammers actually exist, but you see it all the time in video games, like in Max Payne and shit. And don't get me wrong, like a rotary like shotgun is a cool idea until you realize why not just make it magazine fed, like the AA-12.
I get the rotary. I do. But at the same time, what about a rotary grenade launcher?
You know, it doesn't take as much. It doesn't take nearly as long to reload the M32 as it takes to reload the Street Sweeper. Have you seen people actually shoot the Striker Street Sweeper?
No. No, I have not.
I've watched 2 people shoot that gun. I've watched Ian from Forgotten Weapons shoot it, and I've watched Kentucky Ballistics shoot it, or Scott. And both of them had very different like reactions to the weapon. Ian hates the gun because it's kind of awkward to use, and I think he complained about the trigger pull being obnoxious. But Scott, he's like a big guy, so a hard trigger pull, like things like trigger pull and recoil don't seem to bother him. It's so funny because like Scott is just having so much fun with a gun that's like awkward and like is awkward to use. He had the same like reaction to the Cobra Terminator. It's like the Cobra Terminator is not a gun you're supposed to like, yet for some reason he enjoys shooting that gun. And it's just so fun watching Scott just shoot weird shotguns and shooting elephant guns and other weird weapons he finds.
I haven't watched Forgotten Weapons in a while. I
Or
really need to watch them again.
yeah, Forgotten Weapons and yeah.
But I've been watching a lot more Angry Cops, especially his series This Old Crack House.
I'm not familiar with Angry Cops.
He's a drill instructor for the military,
Oh,
and he's also a cop.
I see. I get the name Angry Cops now.
Uh-huh.
That's clever. Oh
He,
yeah, I was in this.
he also goes by the Angry Drill Instructor.
Oh well, I mean, that. I mean, you don't really need to put the word angry in front of the like drill instructor. That's like kind of redundant. uh, yeah.
Hmm.
Am I not wrong?
Uh,
Come on, sire. You were in the U.S. Navy. You know this.
repeat it again so that way I have the right
Okay.
formulation.
Would you,
I'm
from
trying
your
to.
experience in the military, would you say that angry is an appropriate word to describe a drill instructor?
Some of them.
Interesting.
So it's more of the old drill instructors, like the ones that have been in the longest, are the angry ones. It's the newer ones that seem more aloof whenever it comes to training people because they care somewhat but not as much as the old guys.
Yeah, you're talking about like your kind of your gunnery sergeant or your uh sergeant major, like those like higher enlisted ranks kind
Yeah,
of.
the chief or senior chief drill instructors for us or
Oh yeah, because
RDCs.
you're you're Navy, so you use the Navy ranks, which yeah, we're Navy buddies. Except I'm in the Navy in space. I fight aliens.
Yeah.
Also, I have a cooler job than you did.
I don't know. My job was pretty cool. I know
Granted,
things.
hey, at least you had a choice
I know
to
things.
join them to join the Navy. I was kind of forced into it.
I know how to fix things. To know
You know how to
things.
fix things. Can
To
you
know
fix a
things.
warthog?
I mean, it's just a Humvee essentially. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a normal car. I can
Yeah.
fix cars.
UNSC technology hasn't really changed much in 500 years.
I mean,
Except for the fact that our battle rifles are now assault rifles and our assault rifles are now battle rifles.
what?
Have you never realized that? Okay.
No, there's no such thing as an assault rifle. There is a rifle, and then there is any weapon is any rifle could be an assault rifle because you're assaulting somebody with it.
No, okay, but like a assault rifle the technical term assault rifle refers to a select fire uh intermediate rifle. So your AK-47, your M4, your M16, guns like that that are like which the UNSC BR-55 fits that definition of an assault rifle. As of where the technical term for a battle rifle is basically an assault rifle except a full power cartridge, like the 7.62x51. The same round that the UNSC MA5B shoots, or the MA5 series. Yeah, it's so weird. Like the BR-55, the BR series rifles, the bullet that they shoot, I mean, is one that is 9.5 millimeter by 40 millimeter, making it an intermediate cartridge. So the battle rifle is an assault rifle, and the assault rifle, quote unquote, is a battle rifle. And I just think that's so weird that Bungie didn't realize that. Just like, or like, I guess they clearly, I mean, it's clear that they probably didn't know enough about firearms to make that distinction.
I mean, it's a game company that knew a bit about guns, but not a lot.
They knew enough to know that 12.7 millimeter was a good cartridge, but not enough to know that 12.7 by 40 millimeters would be too like difficult to grip for a normal human.
Yes.
Also, 12.7 by 40, 9.5 by 40. I don't know how Bungie didn't realize that the casing for the battle rifle is at like the bullet for the battle rifle is as long as the bullet for the Magnum. Or the cartridge. Like, I'm pretty sure you can load the Magnum with battle rifle rounds, and while it probably won't run smoothly, it will probably be very inaccurate, it will still fit in the magazine. Somehow. Despite the fact that the magazine for the battle rifle is like 3 times as long, or 3 times as 3 times, what's the proper terminology? Width? Yeah, it's 3 times as wide as the like your long. Because I was gonna say longer would just refer to as like, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to like think of the way to describe it, because it's like if I say a longer magazine, you're gonna think, oh, a higher capacity. Like, but no, I mean like it's longer to accommodate a longer cartridge that is technically the same length as the Magnum rounds. It's like that. I feel like that is just like Bungie done goofed up. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, you can give them some sort of pass.
yeah, we give them the pass that we don't, that they clearly didn't know enough about how guns work, and they also don't understand the concept of, to quote Brandon, where the bolt go. It's like, okay, all of the UNSC weapons are bullpup, but there's not enough room for the bolt to actually travel to actually eject around. Because the magazine is in the very, very back of the gun. Which is fine, I guess, but it's also kind of weird at the same time. Clearly, that's some 500-year engineering right there. Is we figured out how to make the bolt shrink so that we can put the magazine as far back of the gun as possible.
Disgusting.
What do you mean disgusting? It runs fine.
Disgusting.
Have you shot an MA5?
I don't care for bullpups.
But I mean, you can't really say you don't care for bullpups when you haven't actually tried the MA5 series assault rifle. You know, you might change your mind. You might be like, man, bullpups are really good. It just took 500 years to make them good, you know?
Bullpups will and are, or excuse me, are and will always be shit.
If they're
Doesn't
shit, then
matter.
why does the UNSC adopt them as their standard issue service rifles?
Because they look futuristic. And they're not.
They are. We have digital ammo counters. Do you have a digital ammo counter?
I can make one on a firearm. We got a railgun that has a digital counter.
Oh my god, that reminds me of the Demolition Ranch video where they're he called it a rail gun, but it's actually a coil gun. We're shooting this yeah, it's a coil gun that shoots like non-lethal
I mean, if you
discs.
think about it, a railgun is a coil gun. It's the same technology, just shrunken down.
Mm. I guess that's true. But anyway, it's this non-lethal weapon that he had.
I don't know. If you have it at the max setting, it could probably be lethal.
It
if
could
you
be
hit people in the
lethal.
same spot over and over again.
Could be lethal. It's designed not to be lethal though. I think it's designed to not be lethal. I don't know. But it was funny watching them shoot it. Like he had it was like Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, it was Garantham, and then obviously Matt was there. And they were all just shooting it and they were goofing around with it. It was funny.
I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that was a good one. That I liked that one. Where they were shooting one of the thing where they were like shooting the discs in the air and they were like hitting hitting the metal like sheet, like the metal roof that they were hiding under. That ended up being in a gun meme review on Brandon's channel. It was funny. Yeah, no, I think that was one of the better videos that they made. The collab. I always enjoy the collab videos between the two or between the channels. I think those are always fun. I was gonna say the other one. I'm trying to think of the other particularly fun. Oh, did you see that one Demolition Ranch video? I think he's like where he's like celebrating like his subscriber milestone. I forget, like I think it was 10,000 or 100,000, something like that. And he got a bunch of other gun channel guys there. The only one I remember off the top of my head there was Brandon. Basically, he had showed off his entire collection of guns. Sort of. He kind of had a brief overview of them, but he didn't have the time to really show like everybody which each gun was, because that would take too long, obviously. But basically, and he had this challenge where the challenge was, or you had these like little challenges, and you had to like hit like the targets with like while hip firing, and with only 5 rounds in the magazine. So, and basically, whoever won the challenge got to get his golden 50 BMG. What he didn't tell them that he just like spray painted his Cerbru RN50 gold. And that was the prize. It was so funny. Because they were expecting the golden Barrett, obviously.
That is so weird. But no, it was fun having you on. I've got to actually start heading to work.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that. In the meantime, I will take over your channel and rule it with an iron fist.
Oh, all right.
Okay. This is mine now.
You have a good one.
You too. Thank
Later.
you for having me here.
No problem. If you're
It's a
up
good
again
thing I was
tomorrow,
awake, otherwise you would be here by yourself.
Yep. Yes, I would. I would be here by myself, and I have no idea what I would have done.
Yeah, and there's nobody in the chat, so you wouldn't even have that to fall back on.
Well, there usually is, but they must be busy this morning.
Everybody's busy. Dang, it's a good thing I woke up early then.
Uh-huh. But I will see you later.
Yeah, talk to you later.